transformers. So we talked about GPT-2, and I mentioned BERT and Roberta. And just to reiterate, and just to remind you, these are types of models that do self-supervised learning. They do training on a strange kind of task, like guess the next letter in this sentence, guess the next letter in this document. And with intensive training over time, the network begins to uncover the patterns and the meaning from the text. So for models like GPT-2 and BERT and Roberta, it begins to learn the concepts of word types, of cases, of verbs, of different types of verbs, and then the concepts on top of those, and then so you have a whole hierarchy of meaning all the way up until it has encoded some concept of science and math and history and geography. It has these things encoded. It's not a genius, and it gets some things wrong, but it's in the neighborhood of. What's really happening, though, is it's really just uncovering patterns and meaning from serial information. So that means whenever you have data which you can sort of read, then it can begin to uncover the meaning from that. So one interesting use in science is applying these types of models to DNA sequences. And there's been some nice success there to actually uncover what's being encoded in the DNA over time by training on this serial information. The other thing which is interesting is applying this to images. So different way of thinking about images, but if you think about it, if you take an image and you simply sort of read it pixel by pixel, and then you go down to the next level and you read it pixel by pixel, that is serial information. It's inline. So what if you fed something like GPT-2 a lot of information about images, but you actually fed it, just a piece at a time, a pixel at a time? Could it actually begin to learn and be able to operate and be useful? And the answer is actually yes. So here's a nice visualization, and this is work from OpenAI. It scans images and actually begins to uncover, much like convolutional neural nets, it can begin to uncover meaning. And this is a great example of self-supervised learning. Simple task which seems to be unrelated to what you were trying to learn, but actually you can learn quite well what's in an image by reading it pixel by pixel. And this allows you to do things like fill in images. It allows you to train up something that can learn about the objects that are in images.